Hey, what is up everybody? Jeremy here, excited to bring you another Starfield shipbuilding video. Today we have the Forerunner coming at you, and yes, the ship parts that are used in this build can be found in the Google Sheet, which is linked in the description below. And of course, if you love our videos, don't forget to hit the like button, and yes, don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. But before we go into the build, everybody, we have a story. This happened organically. I started thinking about what's going on with this specific character I created for building these ships, and the type of ships that I'm building. So here we go. This guy that we're using, his name is Rook. All right, his name is Rook, and my intention when creating this character, and he's wearing UC gear, my intention was to actually make him a pirate and just commandeer a whole bunch of ships and just take them with no respect to the people that are on board to these ships. And if you look at him right here, so this is Rook. He was supposed to be a part of the Crimson Fleet, and maybe he was. So maybe it was part of the Crimson Fleet. But at the same time, I also started creating the series of ships with them where they are basically using a lot of UC type parts, or Damos type parts, which the UC, the United Collective of Systems, whatever. Is that alerts? Anyway, UC. I'll just go with UC. I don't know, can't remember what it is. But UC, right? The UC uses a lot of Damos ships. And this guy, Rook, has been creating a lot of, I created a whole series of ships using like the Damos cockpit, and created some signature pieces like looks with a lot of these ships. So here's the story, the background that I have for him now that I've thought about this. And also on top of that, where I took these ships to test them out, I took them to Crix, the key, against the Crimson Fleet. So yes, we were fighting against the Crimson Fleet with a lot of these ships, and a guy that was supposed to be a part of the Crimson Fleet. His name is Rook. His name is Rook. So here's the story. He was part of the Crimson Fleet, and he was commandeering a bunch of ships. He was smuggling a whole bunch of things until he was caught by the UC. Maybe they set a trap for him. They know this guy was bad news. So they took him in, they put him in jail, and eventually the jail started getting crowded with other Crimson Fleet pirates. And eventually the UC created a program to help rehabilitate these people. And then Rook, he turned a new leaf. He was decided, all right, I see what the UC is doing for me. They're turning me into a great person in the universe, and to be a positive influence on society. So therefore, they let him into the UC. But of course, in order to become a UC citizen, you need to join the Vanguard. And in order to join the Vanguard, you need to have a ship. So he built his own ship, because scavenging. So he's a shipbuilder. He has some ship design skills. He has piloting skills. So he scavenged a whole bunch of UC type ships, destroyed, or maybe from the previous war with the Free Star Collective, who knows. But he was able to gather the ship parts in order to build his ships, in order for him to join the Vanguard. Well, guess what? He's not the only one. He needed a ship as well. So there are a whole bunch of other Crimson Fleet members that decided that they're going to be part, or maybe converted criminals, or maybe some of these people defected from the Crimson Fleet for whatever reasons, trying to escape death, or maybe did something wrong, whatever it is. They're at the UC now. They need a ship to join the Vanguard, become a citizen. And of course, they don't have a ship. Fortunately, you have this guy, Rook. He was able to create or build different ships for these other people that could, so in order for them to help them become UC citizens. And at the same time, since they're previously known as criminals, right, they are treated as second class citizens. And most of the Vanguard fleet that are already volunteering, they don't want to have anything to do with these guys, so they create their own little group called Rooks Redemption. That's right, I created this logo. This is cool. It's holding a rook. This crow, otherwise known as a rook or a raven, is holding a rook piece, a chess piece. So it's called Rooks Redemption. Or in other words, that piece could be also known as the castle. So anyway, just a little tidbits in there, because this has some meaning to it. But yes, so that is the story behind these ships built by Rook, built by Rook from destroyed, scavenged UC ships, in order to help his fellow Crimson Fleet members that decided that they want to turn into good citizens for the UC. And that's how we roll with it. There we go. Let's check out these ships. We are doing the Forerunner today, but yes, there is a collection of ships that we have here. We have the Sentinel A, the Sidewinder, we just released that one. I changed the colors a little bit. Sentinel C, Sentinel B, these are coming out. And the Castle, right? The Castle, Rook, the Castle, got it, get it? Outrider, that was one of the first ones based on this series. So yes, using Damos type, mostly Damos type parts, but they also have this signature piece right here, which we're going to look at in the Forerunner. Because now we are finally going into the build. Here is the Forerunner, guys. Here's that signature look that we have going on. We are going to separate this ship into 3 main parts. Initially, we got our port, we got our starboard, and then we are going to move all these pieces off. I think, yeah, there he is. And there is our glitched piece right there. All right, we are going to start off with the shipbed 200 landing bay, and right in front of it, we're going to bring over, I'm going to bring this way back here. In front of that, we're going to bring over the Damos Captain's Bay 2x1. And of course, you could use whatever, I mean, it's Damos. So, yeah, all right, so Damos. Underneath the Damos, we're going to bring the 100 DP Slim Docker. But yeah, what I'm going to say, you could use whatever manufacturer have you like. And then in front of the Damos Captain's Quarters, we also have the Phobos Cockpit, the DS-10.1. Right behind that, on top of the Captain's Quarter, we have the Damos Cowling and its forward orientation. And behind this, we're going to bring it over the 60S Protector Shield Generator. This is something new I'm trying out. This is a Class A generator. Special thanks to Ryan Godfrey for putting a comment into one of the builds. Hey, he said, I'm using too much energy, especially for fast ships, where the whole purpose of these ships is to go fast, not get hit, go in, get out, and just have a faster regenerating shield. You don't need that many shields, and of course that means you don't have to power it as much as well. So instead of using 12 power like I usually like to use, especially with the Vanguard Bulwark shield generator, we are using something that only uses 8. And maybe we can go less, who knows, maybe. But I'm starting off with just 8 max power with a shield max health at 810, but with a regen rate of 10% versus, what, 7%. Okay? Right behind this, on top of the shipbed 200 landing bay, we're going to bring over the R4 3000 Alpha Grav Drive and get ready to use this to duplicate or to glitch in the 104DS Mega Inertial Reactor. And to glitch this into place, we are going to use the duplication glitch. So I'm going to duplicate the R3000 Alpha Grav Drive to set a starting point for the 104DS Mega Inertial Reactor. To duplicate it down, I'm going to select this by clicking on it, hit Control, and as you can see, we hit Control G. So I'm holding down Control on my keyboard, hit G to duplicate it, and it duplicated up first, which is fine. Then duplicate it down, boom, hit Enter, and I'm going to double click the ship and see that all these pieces are connected. Now I'm going to delete this one because I want to also demonstrate this glitch with a controller. Here we go. So same setup. I am going to select this 104DS Grav Drive or Inertial Reactor by tapping RB. So I tapped RB, and to duplicate, you can see right here I tap on Y. So tap Y, it's in place, then hit A right there to accept it, hit accept, and it's in. And that is your controller option on how to do the duplication glitch. I'm going to remove these additional pieces right here, delete it, double click the ship. It looks like everything's connected. And oh, to check with your controller, all you have to do is hit LB. So left button, and that selects the whole ship. As another option, you could double tap RB to select the whole ship and just check if all your parts are connected. All right, and then to unselect, tap B. So there you go. Back to the mouse. Let's start finishing off the rest of the centerpiece. We're gonna have the Damos Spine A in its forward orientation. Right behind that, we have the Damos Spine C in its forward orientation. And already attached to that, we have 3 Exterminator 95 MEV Auto Helion beams attached. And right behind that, we're gonna bring over the Damos Tail A. And there we go. Now let's work in the sides. We are going to start removing some weapons. And you can see I've glitched multiple pieces onto the same spot. So I'm actually going to start with just one of each on per each side. Just going to move this over here as well. Delete this, delete this, delete this. Okay. first things first, we're going to bring over our Nova Cowling 2L. We have the port in this 4 orientation. This one's in its port 4 orientation. This one's in its starboard 4 orientation. Right behind these, we're going to bring over the White Dwarf 3015 engines, and that's going to be our floating, floating engine points to glitch the Nova Cowlings back in. Now, something special needs to happen here. Let me see. I'm just going to separate these pieces out. We're going to glitch in the fuel tanks and the Nova Cowlings last. Multiple ways to do this. So the problem here is that this guy, we need to glitch it in already because it's not even. So like this part, so what happens, right? I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to bring in the Pinpoint 3G landing gear. I'm going to glitch this. I'm going to use the flip glitch to flip this in. And then I'm going to try to bring this piece in, and you can see it's illegal. And I can't flip it in, right? There's no variation. So I need to use the duplication buddy glitch to get it into the spot that I want it to be. All right. So how do I want to do this? So what I want to do, the easiest way to do this is to just take that piece off, bring this in. I'm going to we're going to use the duplication glitch already. So these two pieces need to be in that spot. So what I'm going to do for this duplication glitch, duplication buddy glitch. For one, I'm going to bring in a Damos. I'm going to structure. So I'm going to just use the Damos hole. Duplicate that, bring it over here. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, put it in the bottom, just cover up the spots. Because like, here, I'll just demonstrate it. I'll demonstrate it. I'm going to select these two. I'm going to do shift-click drag, and shift-click drag this piece, and then duplicate it. So that's what happens. It likes to go down to the closest point where it's available. Where did this one go? What? Hold on. I thought I shipped to get all three. Oh, it didn't do it. Or it did do it. It's inside. Hold on. Hold on. There's a lot of pieces on the board right now. Okay. All right. That's what it did. Never mind. All right. So yeah, it likes to so for the most part, when it's using a duplication glitch, it likes to find the closest point that it can attach to. So, but I want them floating. So I'm gonna shift-click drag all three of these, drag it up. Duplicate. So yeah, now you're seeing the issues. So it's doing it again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this one down below. Ah, it's already attached. All right, I'm going to delete this whole set. It's like, so it was actually hiding underneath. So I'm going to, so sometimes when the glitches don't go the way you want it to. Alright, so fun problem solving. So one on the bottom, one on top. And of course, if you just want to say, I'm just going to put it on the bottom, you can. But you want to do it this way. Alright, shift-click drag, shift-click drag, shift-click drag, duplicate. It's not where I want it to be. So one of these pieces are not exactly where I want it to be. Alright, let's do it again. There you go. Yeah, so sometimes that can happen too. Like if one of the modules starts going off into like shifting in its spot, it could ruin the placement. So I wanted to float it just directly up once so I can duplicate it back down. So now that those are floating in space, I'm going to bring over the auto Hellion beams, put it in its correct position. Okay. And then I'm going to shift-click drag, and shift-click drag the bottom one here, this module, to duplicate it back down into its correct position, or the correct position. Boom, it's in there. I'm going to double click and see that everything is connected. I'm going to delete these pieces up here, and I'm going to delete these pieces over here as well. All right, so that is the duplication buddy glitch. I'm going to do it on controller next. I'm going to bring one. I'm going to flip this guy in place to connect to the Damos hole A right here. Flip once, flip twice, escape. Bring the other side. Flip once, flip twice, escape. Duplicate this. I'm going to use this to drop these two down in place. All right, duplicate it up first. That's fine. Shift click drag, shift click drag, shift click drag, duplicate down. Perfect. I'm going to double click to see everything's in place. Perfect. Now, yeah, before all these pieces are flipped, glitched in. I can delete this now. Don't need it anymore. Move back to Damos Callion's 4 orientation. I am going to delete one of these. I'm going to put in the Vanguard Auto Helion Beam. Where is it? Where is it? Saw it. There it is. Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projectors. All right. Now for this one, I'll use controller. And here's the funny thing. Like sometimes I feel like it's easier to do this glitch with the controller. So I'm going to select multiple of these. I'm going to tap on RB, select one, tap RB on the second, and tap RB on this Damos hole A. So all 3 of those are. That's how easy it is. You don't have to worry about shift click drag. You just easily pick one. Isolate the ones you want. All right? And now I need to make sure. See, notice how if I don't have my cursor over the item that I want to duplicate, if I don't have it, it only has these options. If I have it over, then I have the rest of these options, and I want to duplicate this. I'm going to tap Y, duplicate it up. Perfect. Hit accept. Accept right there. And that's how I duplicate it up. I'm going to take these and delete them. So I'm going to hit X to delete this. Delete this. I'm going to duplicate the this is selecting the Auto Helion Beam. So I'm going to duplicate this. Tap Y, put it in its correct position, hit accept. Do the same thing here. Duplicate, tap Y. Perfect. Now I'm going to duplicate 2 sets of these down. Tap RB once, or tap RB for all 3 of these, and tap the bottom one. Duplicate. Perfect. Oops. Cancel. Shoot. So one thing you gotta make sure you don't do is move your cursor. That's one thing I messed up on right there. So, hands off the cursor. Duplicated, or selected all 3 of those pieces. Duplicate. Hit accept by tapping on Y, or tapping on A. There. And now I need to duplicate one more set down to get the full set of weapon, my weapon loadout right there. And then duplicate down, hit accept, and there it is. Back to controller, or back to keyboard and mouse. Gonna delete these guys. Double click. All those pieces are connected. All right, the rest of these are flip glitched in. So I'm gonna do here is let's do it for controller. Let's do a controller. So controller, I'm gonna tap A to select the piece, move it into place. Flip it by tapping Y once, twice, and then hit cancel by tapping B. It's in there. Next one. Select it. Tap A. Bring it into place. Flip once. Flip twice. Escape. Tap B. Perfect. It's in there. Bring over the M50 Ulysses HE3 tank. Select it by tapping A. Bring it over in place. Tap once. Tap twice. Escape. It's in there. Same thing on the other side. Select it. Tap A. Bring it over. Tap Y once. Tap Y twice. Hit B to escape. It's in there. The Nova Cowling 1Ls. Flip once, flip twice, escape. Or, yeah, cancel. Cancel. That's the best way to say it. Flip once, flip twice, cancel. It's in there. Tap LB. Check the ship. Everything's connected. We're set to go, guys. And that is your Forerunner build. Boom. Let's end the modification. There you go. Woo. Let's fly it. Let's do our tour. It's a nice day at Schrodinger. Let's go ahead and take a little tour by entering the backside through its port. And we are entering the captain's quarters right here, right now. There it is, guys. Here's the captain's quarters. We have a navigation console. If you don't want to walk all the way to the cockpit, you want to activate that and find locations, you definitely can. We're still taking a tour. Here's the bed. It looks like a table. It confused me multiple times. I had no idea. Like, I forget that this is a bed sometimes. Let's enter the cockpit. And here we are, the cockpit. Let's take a seat in the pilot seat and let's start getting our battle fun music going on. It is time to take this bad boy to Crix. We are taking on the Crimson Fleet today. And if you love what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's all for a great cause to support what we're doing. But yeah, your support is greatly appreciated. All right, we're fully powered. Let's take one off shields, take it to a grab drive. We are going to Crix, everybody. Here we go. This dogfight with these bad boys at the key. Let's take a jump. By the way, you can find all the ship parts in a Google Sheet, which is linked in the description below. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. All right, party peoples. Let's see how we do. Dogfighting this bad boy. All power and shields. Melting, man, melting. We didn't have to run away yet. I don't know, have you had enough? That's it. That's it, we did it. Hey! Alright, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. That was the Forerunner coming at you, part of Rooks Redemption series. Rooks Redemption series. Oh, that's interesting how it lined up. Here, let me do this. No? No? Maybe do this. Maybe do this. Hey! Alright, everybody, if you love these videos, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. Oh, you can't see that. I put the logo on top of that. I see. Hold on. Let me move this aside. Don't forget to subscribe, hey, to our YouTube channel. And yes, don't forget, ship parts can be found in the description below. So find the parts for this build, where to find them, what level you need to be, what ship design skill you need to have, what piloting skill you need to have, all above. And of course, I want you to look at all these parts at the part level. Look at the ship at the part level, because a lot of this can be interchanged as well according to what level you are. That's it, everybody. Have yourselves an amazing day. We'll see you all next time. More content coming soon. Peace out. And thank you so much for all love and support. As always, without you, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you. See y'all next time. Peace out.